Hey everybody, today's episode's going to be a little bit different. I know you were probably expecting the sequel to episode 5, but no, you're actually going to get the prequel to this entire thing, which was my one shot that we did to propose what campaign we were going to do. Obviously, mine is the one that we ended up selecting. I believe our plan is to use the other ones eventually, so don't worry, you will be continually getting more content. But since these next few episodes are going to be a lot of lore, I figured I'd give you the one shot so that you can have a little bit more connection to the world and everything like that. So, without further ado, enjoy the episode. So,
Let's do this,
Let's
bitch.
go.
alright. The world. Where did the fucking music go as soon as I started? What is this bullshit? There it is. Okay.
Oh, it didn't want to be rude.
Okay. The world of Zinvera is a quite beautiful world. With few wars, in the current times, the world seemed to be at relative peace. Our story begins in one of the largest kingdoms of the realm, the Dredo Empire. Music, you've got to stop cutting out. It's pissing me off. As we zoom in a little closer into the capital of the empire, DragonCrest. Here, at the local tavern called the Moldy Gauntlet, we find our wonderful heroes. Inside this tavern, we find all sorts of people of different races, classes, etc. This tavern is somewhat large, with quite the selection of drinks at the bar. The waitresses all smile as they do their rounds and ask everyone what they'd like. It's up to you if you are all sitting together or not, but I can say for sure, Thaddeus, you are out with the lovely young princess by the name of Milel Stouthigh. He is also accompanied by his apprentice, Jennah Clark. Milel is sprouting her usual white and blue casual dress with golden highlights. Jennah, on the other hand, has a cup of ale in her hand, equipped with her black half-steel plated armor. She smiles happily at the two as she downs another cup. And this is where we will begin. Thaddeus, if you could describe your character and what he is wearing.
Yes. So, Thaddeus Speck is a human male. He is roughly in his early 30s, approximately 32. He has light brown hair with a slightly discolored right eye. Normally his eyes are brown, but his right eye in particular has what you would probably assume would be a battle scar of two scratches above the iris. And so leaving a little bit of a creamier color to it. He weighs in at around 207 pounds, and he is 5'11", and he is one of the princess's personal guard and one of the most veteran members. As of right now, Thaddeus would definitely be kind of soaking in the good times and the calm of the environment, as he has with the princess as they walked out many times before, doing their rounds, saying hello to all of the commoners and the folk and that of which. And as he's doing so, you can see that he's got his normal, like, similar to the kingdom's colors, which I believe are like a bluish.
Blue, white, and gold would be the...
Yes, like a blue, white, and gold. He's got his plate mail on. He has his arms crossed as he just kind of observes the in his eyes, more so like not so much as a charge in a totally blanking out here. Not so much like that is his duty, but it is his honor and pleasure to take the princess's life into his own hands and into protecting her, while also, as almost I would imagine that with Miss Clark, that he would be kind of showing her and correcting her like tableside manners and things of that nature, and be like trying to get her to understand that what this crest, what these emblems and these colors that we wear are more than just a fashion statement, but they have meaning and they have purpose. And so he would be sitting there trying to be like the best example that he can, as others in the surrounding area would probably have more so attention on us, seeing that this is the princess of the kingdom and her royal guard.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just sit there and observe.
Okay. All right. Lindsay, where is your character in this tavern?
Absolutely at the bar. She is currently getting herself some ale. If you look closely, you can see this lithe blue goblin wearing an oversized, like sailor's, like captain's jacket almost,
Okay.
and a small tricorn hat. She has ragged white hair, small little red eyes, and she's peeking around the room looking for things to take that she shouldn't. And you
As
know
Rogue
she's a rather pretty waitress passes by her, and she gives her a slightly extra tip while winking, and is just kind of like just nursing her ale when she spots Thaddeus and the princess and what looks to be another guard, and she seems really she gets this like look on her face of just like, how can I use this advantage?
Would you go up to them?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. Can I ask how tall you are?
3'10",
3
rather
foot-
tall for a goblin.
She's on the tall side.
She is, yes. And she carries herself with a lot of confidence. So she slides off her bar stool and tries to make herself look as dignified as possible, but because her clothes don't quite fit because nothing is in her size, it kind of fails just a little
'Cause
bit.
they were all
And
stolen.
yeah, like her underclothes and her hat though seem like they were not stolen. It looks like she purposefully got stuff that fit, especially her boots, and you can hear, but her coat itself is a little too large, and you can hear her boots clack across the wooden floor as she saunters up to the company of the princess and is like, I'm not entirely sure. She's like, well, hello.
Yeah, and as you walk up to these people, you see that Milel does not have a drink near her hands. There are at least 4 different cups next to Jennah, all of them empty. And as you walk up to her, Jennah is looking at Milel, and she's like, "You just need to have more fun, okay? You're so worried about what's going to happen with the kingdom. Everything's going to be fine. I mean, you got Thaddeus here. Look at him. He's built, okay? And like then you got me. I'm your." And then she kind of just hiccups. She's very drunk at this point.
So at that, her ears swivel towards Jennah, and she goes, I can't help but overhear your conversation. While I understand what you're saying, the alcohol may be muddling your mind just a bit. As from experience, things rarely ever go according to plan. And you all seem to be rather in need of services, if I'm reading the room right. I am a ship
Jennah looks
captain.
up at you. What are you, some sort of hooker?
Miss Clark, please.
Depends.
And
Milel is just giggling to herself, really enjoying
But
her
in
time. with her
reality,
best
I'm
friend.
offering my services as a crewman. I'm well known for being a decent shipwright.
Okay.
Thaddeus at this time would definitely, if it's like a basic tavern kind of circular, I imagine, like a circular bar
Yeah.
table.
It's a pretty large tavern. It's like the main one in the kingdom.
Right. So if we're sitting at like a table and she's got all the mugs, I imagine that this is probably around the time when maybe like Miss Clark is off duty per se,
Yeah.
but she's just following Thaddeus around to get some extra tips and tricks. So at the mention
Well,
of
also
the
Milel is her best friend, you know, almost inseparable.
well, Thaddeus would interject after the hooker comment, and he would kind of be like, "Oh, please, my deepest apologies, Miss."
Oh, the name is Lacey, so I am not too offended.
Yeah, she sounds like a hooker.
Just a bit.
She then downs another cup.
Lacey. Thaddeus will kind of straighten himself up in his way to make himself look more presentable, a position of authority. Glance over at Miss Clark as if to be like, take notes, and go, I, if you seem to be possibly a little new around these parts. My name is Thaddeus Speck. I am one of the personal guard to the princess here. I
At
don't,
that, she's blinking rapidly, going "fuck" internally.
I have made a mistake.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a. I like to do like a. I have a 14 for like a passive insight, but I'd like to do an insight check. I'd like to see because this random person or this random goblin coming up to us. I'd like to see like
Can
what
you
their
do that on
intentions are.
players?
What's that?
So can you do that on players?
I think so.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to you. I know that normally it's like,
Well, I just don't know how to
If-
describe that as like a DM.
oh, it would be, well, it'd be like, depending on what her intentions are, it would either be like a persuasion to have us use her services or a deception to make us think that we should have her services, and I would have to
Lindsay,
do
are you trying to persuade or lie?
Yeah, I would say that I'm banking more on persuasion right now.
Okay.
Honestly, she's just in need of work. She's just came in from another kingdom, so
Then yeah, that's about what you would see with your passive insight. At this time, though, we are going to move to Haley. Where are you in the tavern?
Obviously at the bar as well.
Also at the bar. Were you? How far away were you from Lacey?
Like one other person.
You were just like
Yeah.
like another seat next to her, pretty much.
Yeah.
And would you like to describe your character?
Yes. She is 6'7".
A tall human woman.
She has
wow.
green
Wonder
hair,
where you got that idea from.
bright green eyes. Yeah. She is currently has 3 downed beers, finishing her 4th.
Okay.
You can see she has determination in her eyes, but she's also haunted by
She's
the
haunted
things
by
that
the
ail
things.
her. Because she is a.
She has green hair, correct?
She's a war hero,
Mm.
a famous one at that. But she's
Okay.
haunted by all the things she's seen.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you wearing?
Common garb,
Nothing too
trying
special.
to blend in.
Okay. You do notice that this goblin does go up and
Yes, I do.
walk over to
I have
clearly
an
the
alertness
princess.
about
You
me. I'm
you
just
know this
really
kingdom
just
well.
looking
You
at
know
her.
that is the princess.
Yes.
So, what would you do at this time? I mean, you can sit at the bar still,
Ah.
if you want. The bartender kind of comes up to you and he asks, "Do you want another? Perhaps something a little stronger?"
Just give me 2 ales, please.
2 ales.
Yes.
Okay, and he goes and gives you 2 ales.
I pick them up and walk over to their table and hand one to Jennah.
Jennah looks up, looks at the ale. Fuck yeah, and then she downs it.
Thaddeus is kind of like in mid kind of. I don't think.
She already has downed it, dude. She's just she is out to party tonight, bro. Let me roll a
Leona is
Constitution
like-
save for her. Actually, that's a 9. She is fucked up.
Leona's like another one. She downs hers as well.
Well,
And then I say,
This is
I
going to
overheard
be
all your
interesting.
conversations.
Ooh.
And I like to introduce myself.
Okay.
I'm Leona Evergreen.
That's a pretty name.
You might recognize me, you might not. It's alright. I was hearing about this whole conversation.
I will say Thaddeus probably does recognize the name as a war hero. Back in the war that happened maybe 20, 30 years ago. I don't think Lacey would, though.
Lacey's the foreigner,
Yes.
so no.
And just for clarification, you said the last name was what? Was it Evergreen or Eldergreen?
Evergreen.
Evergreen. Oh, so Thaddeus would
Evergreen.
recognize. Maybe Madame Evergreen is not wearing her usual casual attire. Maybe she's, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
she's in
No,
common
she's
garb.
just trying to blend in with the
Yeah.
world right now.
Try not to cause too much attention.
What weapon do you have? Do you have your weapon on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a scimitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never
I
leave them alone.
recognize that scimitar anywhere. Madame Evergreen, well met. And he would lean over to the princess and Miss Clark.
Milel kind of gives you a courteous bow to you. Almost thank you for your service. Jennah does not. She is just stoked that you came over and gave her an ale.
If she has the mug in her hand, Thaddeus would do the movement of putting his hand on top of where she would put her mouth and kind of look her dead centered in the eyes as a disapproving parental look and put it
shit.
on the ground.
Dude, now you're making her
Feel stuff. She's like,
oh fuck. All right, so she also gets up. She straightens her back. She goes, "Hi, I'm Jennah. It's nice to meet you. I've heard stories of your triumphs in the war. Thanks for the ale." And she sits back down.
That is the number one way to make friends. Hello up there. Keep in mind that she's probably coming up to her fucking cap.
Yeah, probably.
I hear a tiny voice as I peer down.
Lacey, she's like,
Didn't see
nice
it.
to meet you. Puts her hand all the way up, like, it's her shake. I'm afraid I don't know much of this land, or of its wars or heroes and such, but it is a most pleasure. Obviously, Lacey has struggles with larger words, so she's like, pleasurable
Jennah
to meet
speaks
you
up.
today.
It's okay. Words are hard.
I pick
She's a
her up
goblin.
off
The fact she
ground
can
to
read
meet
it
me
all
at
is
eye
pretty
level.
impressive.
You pick her up to meet you at eye level?
Oh, she goes,
This
oh!
is nice to meet you too.
And she's just kind of like, she's kind of shocked by that.
Milel
But she kind of
speaks
gets the
up,
feeling
being
that
like,
it's
"Well,
not
there's
like
definitely one way
threatening,
to
so
do
she
it."
just kind of stays still and is staring at you like, hello? Why am I up in the air?
I reach my hand out to her. I am Leona. It's nice to meet you as well.
She's just so confused, but shakes the hand anyway.
Milel kind of scoots over and offers both of you a seat. Please, sit down. Enjoy your time with us.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to, but I
sit
can't
down.
at the moment. I'm preoccupied.
I take the seat that is offered, and I put. What's your character's name again?
Lacey,
Lacey.
you put her on your lap.
Yes.
Awesome.
Lacey does not know how to deal with this situation. She's just kind of like turning bluer.
Milel
She
looks
doesn't know
at
how to
you
deal with
and-
it.
Milel looks at you, and she looks at you. I can't. Where is it? She looks at you and says, "Welcome to DragonCrest."
Thank you. This place seems very nice. I actually, if I'm being perfectly candid, she looks to Mael and then she looks over to Thaddeus and is like, I'm looking for someone. I'm not sure if there's many goblins in this city, or country or nation or even, but if have you come across any that are similar to me in the sense that they are relatively civilianized. Civilianized, yes.
Well, in the time that I've been here, I don't really venture much outside of the castle grounds, unless it is with my lady. And he would look over to the princess and go, I don't believe we get too many goblins within the castle grounds.
No, in fact, I think the last time I saw one was maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Ah, well, do you recall what they look like, perhaps?
I'm sorry, I can't remember that far.
I understand. She looks disappointed, but is clearly trying to change the subject. She grabs what's left of Jenna's drink and starts drinking.
She is so drunk that she doesn't even notice.
Well, then she seems to have a moment of realization and, like, just directly looks up. And she's like, well, Miss Evergreen, correct?
Yes.
You seem a bit more traveled than these, nobles. Have you perhaps come across anything like that on your little journeys?
I believe I haven't.
Of course
Most
you
of
haven't.
my journeys involved killing, so I
This,
didn't pay much attention.
This kingdom isn't...
Thank God you didn't then. And she just starts drinking harder.
This kingdom isn't very known with the goblins. We're more of
My family is known for not being very common. For most goblin folk, we are interested in arts of the mind and we can even read, which is unusual. I was the first of my family to really establish that trend, and my sons all followed in tandem. I just there aren't very many of them left.
Well, this kingdom is always open to anyone that steps foot. So
She just kind of actually, like, closes her eyes and bows at that slightly, in appreciation.
okay. And it is at this time that all of you would hear marching outside of the tavern. You hear as if a marching band is going off.
I don't remember anything being on the schedule for today for a band. Allow me to
I turned to
investigate this, my
Thaddeus.
lady.
I turned to Thaddeus, me either.
As they are marching, you hear, "Come one, come all, the circus is in town." And then
Circus?
they've pretty much walked off, and it's hard to, through the muffled windows, but pretty much that's the main message, is that the circus is in town. And at this point, Milel will look at you, Thaddeus, and
Puppy dog I am.
she looks at you and goes, "Can we go to the circus? It sounds like fun."
Oh, well, of course I will have to do some prerequisitive reconnaissance and make sure that the grounds are on the up and up. Find out
Thaddeus, it's just a circus.
if there's one thing I've learned while being under your protective care, it has been nothing is ever what it appears to be, ma'am.
He's right. No one is to be trusted.
I would say otherwise, but yes, we
As
probably
long as I
should
have
be
you by my
investigating.
side. How dangerous
No, it
could
simply
be?
isn't that simple. No, dear. She turns to Mael and is like, "You must understand the importance of not overestimating your
Jenna.
own capabilities, nor the capabilities. She thinks for a moment and says, "It's capabilities, yes." So she says it wrong and thinks it's right. Of the people you hold close, because if you rely on them overmuch, you will be disappointed simply because of the fact that everyone has a weaknesses." So she just ruins it by saying everything wrong, but
It's okay. They get what you're trying to say. Jennah kind of speaks up and is like, no, it's fine. I'll be there too. I'll fuck some shit up.
You can't fuck anything up except
I can
yourself.
fuck that keg up.
Exactly, that's
Good.
it.
Lady Clark, it may
I
be.
stand up and I go get changed into my warrior garb.
I fall off your lap and into the table.
Oh fuck! I forgot you were there. My bad.
Thaddeus looks around
Forgot
to
you were
see
there.
that
I'm just face down on the table, like, what the fuck?
It's fine.
Thaddeus is looking around, kind of like
I
trying to.
pick her up and put her on the
maintain
table. My
focus.
bad. And I go get dressed and come back.
I rub my nose in pain.
Yeah, Thaddeus is looking around, and by this time, this little kerfuffle that just happened, like, people are probably like, what the heck is going on over there? So he just goes, nothing to see here, folks. Just a simple miscommunication
Giant.
of the body.
People just forgot that I was around again because I'm small. That is all.
I think it's just a big height difference between me and her. It's just
But Jenna does actually like straighten up a little. She's like, "Come on, Thaddeus. I mean, how often does a circus come in town, and how often does Milel get to actually do anything fun?"
Well, I mean, Our Lady gets plenty of time to have fun. There's always the.
I've been in the library studying shit for the past like 4 days.
books are safe.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I can fight too. I mean,
Books are not safe.
paper cuts are a thing.
No curses.
Oh shit!
words
Forgot
of
about
books
magic for a
Are
second.
terrifying. You must be cautious with them.
Miss.
I barely escaped unscathed when I learned how to read. So, fun fact, goblins actually think that books are cursed.
Do that?
That's why they don't read. Yeah. So she reads, but she's like, I barely survived.
I go back and sit down. I put the goblet back where it belongs.
Perhaps before
you mind?
we just inject ourselves to this.
Ejaculate
trail,
ourselves.
we could. I think it would be safest if you and Miss Clark were to perhaps stay here, and I suppose this interesting Miss Lacey and Madam Evergreen, we could take a look, just to make sure that it is safe. If anything were to happen to you while you were under my care, your father would have my head.
You'd also probably be rather sad about it.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine waiting here with Jenna. I mean, she needs to sober up anyway before we can take her anywhere. So if you guys want to go scout ahead,
I'm up for it.
just make sure you come back.
No.
Don't have too much fun without me.
Thaddeus thinks of the idea of a really loud and obnoxious, just unnecessary circus, and he sighs, and he just goes, oh, I will try, my lady. Excuse me. And he would get up and
Same
push
here.
it.
And I fall on the table again, you asshole.
I don't get up just yet.
She doesn't.
Oh, okay, I thought you did.
I do get up, but I grab you and I push you on the ground.
Yeah.
As a reminder of
Okay.
last time.
Thank you, goodness. I don't like being manhandled, she says, while brushing off her coat, but like she's very dark blue, so
I look at
she's
her
not
and go,
really
"I'm
that
a
upset
woman,
about it.
so."
What?
She looks at you and says that she's a woman, so.
Uh-huh. I don't like that
Making a
either.
joke.
So, as you all walk out, and a large amount of people are coming out of their homes, out of shops. There's a lot of kids, and they're all following this the sound of the marching. As you follow the marching band to the circus, as you enter the gates of this circus, you all see these magical lights all around the colorful tents. Some tents are larger than others, varying in color. Purple being the smallest, only big enough for some trinkets, fortune tellers, or some of those, things like that. The royal blue tents are bigger, mostly for games, hall of mirrors, a playful, haunted tent, and other small little things like that. The deep red tents, however, those are the biggest ones of all. And these are where you can see the real shows. Lion tamers, sword swallowers, magic duels, magic acts, etc. Looking around some more, you all see food carts, all around serving anything from baked goods, suspicious-looking funnel cakes, and some fried food. There's also a merry-go-round at the entrance here, and plenty of kids and adults are riding on it alike. At the very center of this circus seems to be the largest tent of all. The tent, having stripes of purple, blue, and red, looks to have some things being set up on the inside. You can tell that it is a show that will begin relatively soon. Where do you
Is
go?
there anyone rich nearby, other than the company she's traveling with?
Roll a perception check.
Let me see here. Where's my perception?
Spoken like a true rogue.
Okay.
The first question you ask when you go to a new area. Who's rich? Who's rich, and do they have their wallet?
Looks like I only got a 12, rather low.
With a 12,
Yeah.
you are going to find that you can't really tell. The crowd's kind of big. I mean, it looks like there's a bunch of different people of all kinds. People from, rich to poor, but you can't really discern who, because the poor is not really labeled as such here. They are more, they all kind of match each other, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Lace isn't the type to steal from a poor kid or anything like that, so she just keeps her hands to herself for now.
Thaddeus is passively kind of wondering how this circus that had seemed to have just come into town has set up so quickly, and he would try to look.
Yeah, I should mention, it's a little like outside the town, just a little.
Okay, it was just like an advertisement
Yeah.
caravan. Okay, got it. So, Thaddeus, constantly on guard, always scanning the area, looking for the exits of the, in case if anything were to happen, looking for any potential threats that could be a harm to the kingdom, and more importantly, the lady. And he would go towards what looks probably like the centralized main attraction tent to try to find
big
somebody.
tent.
Yes, to try to find somebody who looks like they're in charge.
You can hear the shouts of like a ringmaster on the inside. But someone, a clown, does stop you and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. The attraction's not ready yet. The big show's about to begin in about an hour."
So Thaddeus is gonna feel a tug on his sleeve from Lacey. May I speak to you for a moment?
But
of course.
I push the clown aside. Like, walk in.
You push the clown aside and walk in.
Alright, so that's a method, but I was wondering if you wanted me to go and scout things ahead a little bit quieter.
Okay.
Well, to be in the most respectful way, obviously. I don't believe we've officially agreed to hire you for your services, Madam.
Oh. Well,
This is a matter of great potential importance for the guard. But do not worry. If anything were to happen, I'll make sure that you are all safe and taken care of. Now to you. And he turns to the clown, and then he goes,
Who is starting to walk into the tent that she was told not to walk into?
I look at him and I'm like, again, do you want me to keep an eye on things or not? Because I assure you that I won't be detected. And you will, because you have a giant outfit on that basically screams cop.
Well, I'm not sure if that was Goblin you were just speaking, but I myself do not know it, unfortunately.
It's not a compliment. And then next thing you know, she's taking off her jacket and her tricorn to where she's just wearing her underclothes. Like it's like a no, calm down. It's a t-shirt. My goodness. And she just hands them to him without even saying anything, and she's like, "I'll see you in a bit." And she walks off.
Thaddeus just thinks of like this fucking goblin just starts stripping. Like, I won't be detected. He's like, what the fuck?
You assholes! It's just her overcoat slows her down.
Yeah.
I'm already inside the tent, guys.
Thaddeus sits there and just goes, "Can you believe the nerve of some people? So brash and..."
You are talking to no one.
He is.
I remember
Okay, so we're gonna move to Haley. You walk into the tent. You see a ringmaster setting things up with a bunch of what look to be just like workers that are there, just people to help him out. He is a dwarf. He then looks to you. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, madam. You can't be in here. We're setting up.
Well, I'm in here, so
So please get out."
I'm investigating on the circus that no one has been told about.
Oh, just a traveling circus, ma'am. Here to spread good cheer and good fun.
Is Thaddeus walking or anything like that? Or
No, Thaddeus, I believe, is still outside.
Oh, damn.
Thaddeus, I imagine, is
Lacey
like...
walks in behind you, though.
Would he?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Thaddeus is... I don't know where the clown is.
The clown
But-
is pushed onto the ground by...
He's on the ground.
By, what is your name?
Leona.
Leona.
So Thaddeus turning around to see Miss Evergreen gone, and then seeing a clown on his ass, he would immediately kind of go over and be like, "I'm so sorry about this. Excuse me." He would help the clown up and just go, "If you don't mind, I need to. I just..." And he just walks into the...
The clown, like, just dusts himself off, like, "Man, fuck you, alright? I'm just trying to do my goddamn job."
And he walks off.
Walmart employee clown. Lacey is looking for scaffolding in the tent.
Oh, no, there's definitely, like, mild scaffolding. I mean, it's a pretty big tent, like, at least, like, 50 feet tall.
She gonna climb it.
Okay, I will need you to roll acrobatics.
Boy.
19 plus 11.
Okay, yeah, that is a 30. You fucking climbed this thing like no other.
I'm just at the top checking
You were
everything
just
out.
at the top. Can you also
Do
roll
I see
stealth
anything
for me,
odd?
though?
What?
Can you also roll stealth for me? Because there are people
Oh,
still setting
absolutely. That's also plus 11. So I get a 16.
up. Total?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Damn, you rolled a 5? That sucks. But with still a 16, you are able to go undetected.
Right on.
So you're at the peak top. You see people setting up trapeze. You see people like moving around some lions, some elephants, just some exotic animals. You see a couple of people set up like a magic barrier just in case anyone were to fall from the trapeze. It's basically a magical net. It shimmers for a minute before it dissipates, basically just creating the illusion that,
There's nothing there.
yes. You also see the ringmaster walk up to Leona? Yes, Leona, and then Thaddeus walks in. As far as you can see, though, there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. If you're going to want more specifics, I will need an investigation roll.
Okay.
Investigation?
I'll do an investigation roll.
As Thaddeus is walking in and looking around, just kind of like... I imagine it's kind of like a basic setup where like there's a bunch of kind of like seats that kind of encircle around the tent.
Yes, people are still setting up seats as well.
Okay, so anything that's still that is already set up, he would be looking like, where did Miss Lacey? Miss Lacey, are you there? Just looking in between
I
seats.
believe Lacey is like up top of the tent at this point. Like, I don't think she can hear you.
Probably not. I rolled a 7.
Right.
17?
Yeah.
Are you in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. What's the
Yeah,
17?
Lacey can't. She's way up there, but she's probably scuttling around too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thaddeus would know that, so he's looking on the ground.
So, Haley with a 17. The investigation, nothing really seems wrong. They're just setting up for like a main event. I mean, people are, setting up the chairs. There seems to be a clown wagon. An alarming amount of people fit into this wagon.
What's the clown wagon?
There's like, it looks to be about like a 2-seater, but you watch 50 clowns walk in, and then it takes off by horse carriage.
Sounds like a lot of wagon.
Big
Thaddeus
ass wagon.
would,
It's a thick wagon.
Thaddeus would be looking around, and after like, I don't know, 30 seconds of not seeing anything under the seats, he would glance up towards the middle and see Madame Evergreen, and he would approach them and just go, "There you are! I can't believe... Oh! Hail! You there. Are you the proprietor of this
The
establishment?"
ringmaster turns, obviously very annoyed that people are ruining his setup, and he's like, forgive me, sir, but you are intruding on my main attraction. I'm going to have to ask you to leave and come back when it's ready.
I'm going to... And he's going to kind of puff up his chest and just show the emblem of the neighboring kingdom. And he's going to be like, I'm going to need you to answer me some questions. I'm sure that you are aware that I am Thaddeus Speck, one of the veteran...
Who?
Are you... You've come to a kingdom that you aren't aware of the customs and courtesies.
No, I'm aware of the customs. I don't know the guards by name.
I'm the princess's right hand.
I don't know the princess's name. I'm on the road all the time trying to just entertain people.
You might hear a snicker from above.
This is preposterous. I can't believe... What is your name? Who gave you permission? Did you even go through the proper channels in the kingdom in order to set up this place?
Well, technically, I'm outside the kingdom walls.
I mean, he got a point there.
You're not helping.
So as far as I'm concerned, I didn't realize I needed paperwork to set up camp outside of the kingdom walls.
Insight check.
Okay, roll me.
Do I believe that do I believe that this entire operation is up to par and it's not some sort of...
Well, roll me an insight check.
I believe anything you want to tell me. That's a natural one.
Shit, dude, he's the most honest guy you've ever seen.
Well, for your information, as he looks around and sees that things do appear to be on the up and up, is there going to be any potential dangers? You see, my lady, the princess herself, was quite interested in perhaps partaking in the observation.
Oh, your lady. Well, in that case, let me introduce you to all the dangers that will occur tonight. You see, we have lions. Live, hungry lions. Beasts from other planes of existence. We got well, it's still being set up, obviously, but we have trapeze. We have the finest exhibit of athleticism and acrobatics you've ever seen.
Are they really that grand, though?
Seems legit.
Who the fuck said that? Where did that voice come from? What the hell is happening?
Yeah, no, she's just messing with them up above now.
She like Spider-Man her way down with a rope.
No, there's a magical net, right?
There is a magical net at the bottom. Like, yeah.
So if she jumped, she wouldn't splat, right?
Fucking, yeah, no, you would be fine.
She's gonna jump.
So everyone looks up, hearing this voice that's above them, and they're like, "You, get down from there!"
Oh, all right. She just walks off a beam.
Wait, no, don't! And as everyone sees her fall, what do you guys do?
I just watch.
Thaddeus is gonna be like, "Oh, by the gods!" And he's gonna like try to run like towards where she's going to land, and
She
try
just
to-
bounces on the magical
Damn.
net, though, doesn't
That
she?
is our naked rogue.
Oh yeah, no, you fall for quite a bit though. It's like you fall for at least 30 feet.
As far as Thaddeus can see, this roguish goblin is suicidal and he is running to catch
The
her.
little blue speck falling down.
And as you run and obviously see, as you are underneath, ready to catch her, she stops falling, and is perfectly safe.
There's a
And
net,
and
so
is gently let down onto the ground.
you don't have to worry about your princess seeing someone get splatted. Also, I am rather flattered that you would catch me from.
I'm really glad that you knew that net was there, otherwise I'd have a serious lawsuit on my hands, and I cannot hand that today. Not again.
Come now, a scoundrel like you would have ran out of here before a lawsuit could have been rung, and I'm a fucking goblin.
I see that.
I mean,
I'm a fucking dwarf. What
Well,
are we
it's
pointing
just
out?
How the fuck am I going to
Get out of
sue
my
you?
tent!
What is this process of suing? Is that some sort of incantation?
Fuck if I know. Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here.
What I was just sitting looking for. I just. Thaddeus would look down at the dwarf and just go, "Apologies for this. You must understand. We.
I understand, and I apologize for not letting the kingdom know beforehand.
Quite
And
well.
I
It won't happen again.
I pipe in. Say sorry to the clown for me.
What happened to the clown?
That was you.
He got dirty.
I
What
didn't
did-
do anything.
What did you do to Gregory?
He's fine.
He's an intern. What did you do?
We had a mishap.
He told me to fuck off.
He tripped.
Exactly.
He
He tripped into the dirt.
I'll have a word with him. Thank you. Please enjoy your time. Come back in an hour.
If he tripped, why would you need to be sorry that he tripped? I just don't. Oh my gosh.
She
Thaddeus
didn't
just
catch him
turned
in
around.
time, Thaddeus. She feels upset because she didn't catch
I'm
him.
just grinning to myself, like.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah, please.
Who, me?
Roll a deception. No.
Oh
I
no.
did it as a joke as well. I'm just grinning, like, just say sorry for me.
I rolled a 7, so I'm like laughing as I say it.
I
Okay,
rolled
yeah.
a 19 on insight.
For the dwarf?
for
For me.
for the he fell and the story.
Oh,
that
yeah,
they
no,
found.
she's lying.
I
At
rolled
Thaddeus.
50.
You rolled a 15?
Like,
Okay, he believes you. Somehow.
damn it.
Actually, roll with disadvantage,
Okay,
because
cool.
you are grinning and laughing at the same time.
Okay, 15. I don't know what
What'd you get?
never.
20. So,
Okay, yeah, no, he believes you somehow.
somehow.
And as you all leave the tent, what do you guys go do now?
I'm hungry.
Well, again,
Oh.
there are food carts everywhere.
I believe we probably
Hell yes.
princess.
Hmm?
Maybe, or we still reconnaissance.
Well,
I would. Thaddeus would take a quick kind of perimeter check. I'm not sure how far this circus scales per se, but he would at least do a general once
It'd
around.
probably take about 10 minutes to perimeter check the whole thing, but it looks safe. Everything seems up to code. It seems genuine.
The circus appears to be
Circus.
good. Perhaps too good to be true.
Oh my
I'm still not entirely sure.
I think you may need therapy, my
This
dear
guy
boy.
has a fucking stick up his ass. I swear to God.
The last time I let my guard down, I got this, and he moves his hair away from his eye, and you'll see
Okay,
that it's
Fury.
dark.
I mean, that's not too bad, honestly. It's sexy, if anything, so I'm not sure why you're fucking complaining.
I don't, oh,
And then she walks away and doesn't make any more comments.
And you walk to one of the food carts.
I think
Yes,
that is
I'm getting the
something you were
most
right.
disgusting
You have
looking thing I
expected
can
That
find.
would be the suspicious looking funnel cake.
Hell
Something
yeah.
is definitely wrong with that funnel cake. If any, during your perimeter check, that is the only wrong thing about this circus are the funnel cakes.
So
What is
because
being
it's
put
so
in the funnel
disgusting,
cake?
I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna roll sleight of hand
Okay.
to try and just like pretend to pay.
Okay. You're gonna give them chocolate coins. I understand.
Ah shit! I only got an 11. Tits.
No, they catch you. And they're like, ma'am, you need to pay for that.
Oh, my apologies. She immediately like forks over the real cash and then like
Yeah, that'd be
just
3
skitters
gold.
away.
3 gold.
Yes.
And you fork it over, and then you get the suspicious funnel cake.
She walks up to Thaddeus. I got this for you.
Dude, this thing is a mess. It does not look like it was well put together.
I look disgusted.
But she does take
at
some
it.
for herself, and then hands the rest to him. He still has her jacket, probably.
It tastes good. It just doesn't look right.
Thaddeus is juggling half of a sloppy funnel cake in one hand and his shield in the other, and also a jacket and a...
He's just carrying everything.
Oh, and while he's not looking, Lacey walks up to Evergreen and just like high fives her or something.
How?
Would any... I
I
think the only option is to low five at this point.
Yeah.
She just smacks her
low
leg and
five
goes.
her back.
You
Okay.
smacks your leg. I love that. Alright, so what are you guys going to do now? Are you guys going to go back to the tavern to get Milel?
After I've completed my general inspection and seeing things, I guess as we're walking back, Thaddeus would have given back the clothing that was thrusted upon him, and
Okay.
as he's there looking at the funnel cake, he would kind of like inspect it and kind of just give it like a smell, and you'd probably want to do a medicine check to see if
Yes.
it's on the up and up. And that is with a +1, that is still a 15 total.
I mean, the goblin already ate it, so...
It's safe to eat.
Well, I'm a
She's not
goblin,
dead
so
It smells good.
I see it, I eat it.
But
She's a goat.
it smells good. The only thing wrong with it is the way it looks.
Yeah.
There's something like a little off about the smell. Like it's definitely like not made right, but it's edible. It's safe to eat.
Thaddeus would take a small piece off and smell it and look at it and then put it into his mouth before he would potentially go back and offer a piece to the princess.
It tastes pretty good, actually. Once you get past the smell and the way it looks, you're actually pretty stoked about how it tastes.
Well, perhaps.
It is not cocaine. I just want to make that clear. It's not cocaine.
I
You're
mean,
not
he was pretty
drugging the
stoked.
It's not drugged. If that was the worry, it's not drugged. It just looks like shit.
I look at it. It looks
It's
like
just
goat.
shitty carnival
Anyways.
food.
That's all it is. It tastes good. It just doesn't look good.
Shall we head back?
Yeah.
Right.
You guys head back. You guys head back to the tavern. Jennah is sitting next to Milel and just talking to her. She seems to have sobered up a little.
How goes the hangover, Jennah?
No, that comes tomorrow.
I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, Milel looks at you, Thaddeus. How was the demon circus?
Quite.
Evil circus that you say.
Well, as he begins to look a little bit flushed in the face, as
I
if
say for him. It looks a little deceptive, but it's alright. But beware.
So does that mean we're going?
I looked at Thaddeus.
I suppose as long as Miss Clark gets her as she would. put it.
About that. She looks at the funnel cake in your hand. What the hell is that?
Oh, this. Well, yes. Well, during my
Swifts in by your nose is just sober you right up.
while I was doing my perimeter sweep, the young Lacey here.
I'm not young.
Well,
I'm a mother, for God's sake.
You can be
I mean, you can't put an age on experience.
What?
What?
She's just staring at him in like shock.
Damn! The tavern goes silent.
I
The law would hope you would.
I'm not sure.
She
but-
just, she's just, she now
Milel
respects
puts-
you more, Thaddeus.
Milel puts
After
a
that
hand
sick
up and
burn.
walks out, heading towards the circus with Jennah.
Would you? And
Well,
Thaddeus-
you may have
Come along,
hurt your
Thaddeus.
sensitive.
Your shoulder dice one, buddy.
I don't understand. What did I say? I don't.
You called me a
all the wrong
slut.
things.
I just look at him dead in the face and I'm like, you just called me a slut. I don't know how you didn't figure that one out.
I did.
I respect you a lot more, though.
I don't. What?
She's just
I
laughing
walk
at him.
out over after the princess.
Thaddeus is just the dad dealing with teenage daughters.
Why
Alright,
couldn't
so
we have a prince?
They go out and you go back to the circus.
Well, they said that it would be. Has this been like this? Is it safe to say like this has been probably between this banter and whatnot? They're roughly almost prepared, or they're still getting ready.
I'd say probably about like 15 minutes left.
Okay.
You guys
So,
want to
Thaddeus.
do anything?
Yeah, Thaddeus. Whatever the rest of the party is doing, Thaddeus would be right beside the princess and
Milel
Jennah.
and Jennah are kind of like running off, holding hands together as like good friends. You know, Milel is mostly dragging her around.
Thaddeus is watching it like a helicopter parent distant.
They do go into one of the purple tents, and
He
on
will
this
wait
tent
5 seconds.
it says
and then
it says psychic reading, fortune teller.
Again, he gets a smack on the arm by Lacey. By the way, do you want me to keep an eye on them?
I have it covered. I've been doing it for
You've been doing a shit job. Generations?
well,
The fuck are you talking about?
specifically her generation.
Oh, yes, that's plural.
Generation.
I may not be the best at speaking this language, but my goodness, you're terrible at it.
I don't have time for the. What did they? No, and he'll like go to
He just enters the tent.
I follow.
I follow Evergreen. I'm just calling you Evergreen, I'm sorry.
So you
Okay.
You walk in, and Milel is sitting down with the fortune teller. She does her classic rubbing of the crystal ball. She says, "Oh, I see great fortune for you, Milel. I see prosperity. A little bit of lust,
I'm making
not
a,
much,
making a disappointed parent face as she says these things. Like,
But just enough to maybe get your heart broken once or twice. But overall,
What was that?
I was just gonna say, like, can like that Thaddeus wouldn't want to like barge in. Like
Right.
he's usually at a distance. So
Oh yeah, no. There's like a tent, like a curtain on the inside of the tent, like more as like a waiting.
Can we hear them through this like flipper flapper?
Yeah, you can.
yeah, for sure.
So as she says the lust comment, she's like, "Yeah, not on my watch."
I walk in with him and I pipe in to the psychic reader. I was just like, Miss, the only thing you're good at is rubbing balls and bullshit. So,
would you like me to read your fortune, madam?
sure. Tell me something I don't
Jennah
know.
has now lost her shit and has started laughing so hard. Milel has her head in her palm.
Embarrassed.
She's like, God damn it.
Like, Mom.
Lacey sneaks in, or well, walks in. She's just short, but she's gonna be
Peasants.
watching really closely, like trying to see if this fortune teller actually has any credibility. So, like
Roll
insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she's
Um,
doing this, Thaddeus would be grabbing at seeing Milel being audibly embarrassed, like or
13, by the
visibly
way.
embarrassed. He would be like, "All right, Mr. Evergreen, please," and like trying to like push her out. Like, "My lady, I'm so sorry. I don't know why." Excuse me. I'm so sorry."
No.
I rolled a
like
15, by the way.
A 15?
I said what I said.
There's a little bit of truth behind what she's saying, but most of it is made up. She does point to the chair in front of her towards Evergreen. Please, let me read your fortune.
I go sit down, give her my hand.
Okay.
Tell me something I don't know.
She looks at your hand, holds your hand, closes her eyes, and then, I see a grave battle in front of you.
Cool.
Tough decisions ahead. But also, 3 children. And a dog named Ralph. Peculiar name.
I had to shake my head at her. Okay.
And your 3rd son will become a woman.
What? This is so specific.
I'm just looking at her like she's stupid as shit. Like,
And that's where
Lacey
it
now
ends.
wants in on this.
Alright,
I put my head back like, you might need to find a new profession.
maybe she's telling that you're gonna have a changeling.
Well, either way, Lacey wants in on this because it's just hilarious at this point.
Okay. You
I
have
get
a
up out
seat.
of the chair, like,
You have a seat in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at you. She does the same thing. I can see that you've lost someone of great importance in your life.
Oh wow, what an
I
amazing
pipe in,
guess.
haven't we all?
Do you know who it is?
I see a figure.
Mm.
Not like
Wow.
yours.
No.
So
He does not
invited.
look like
I
me.
pipe in again.
Deception check.
Perception check? What do you mean?
No, deception check. She's like, no.
Well, no, Wogue is fat. Like, they
yeah.
don't have the same figure. Her son
Well,
is thick.
That's not what he meant of
No, she meant
figure.
like race.
Like race.
Like you're short as hell.
Short, like you
Oh.
look alike type thing. You know,
Like bullshit.
similar.
Basically.
Yeah, I still think she's bullshit.
Well,
Though I am gonna
we
ask
know that there
something.
is some choice, like truth behind what she says, but
Well, obviously, but like, I think it's cold reading.
yeah.
Yeah.
She does say, "Don't worry, you'll find them."
She squints her eyes. Are they alive?
Oh yes, very alive and well.
How many?
3
I pipe in again. We're not paying for
and a
this.
half.
She does not.
She don't fucking know.
She said 3, and you're like,
Y'all look at her.
like oh, and then she said a half, and you're like, wait.
You had her at 3. If you said 2, though, she would have been like, actually, like, wait a second. Shit.
Well,
Alright,
I believe that we have interrupted the ladies.
Jenna speaks up. No. It's your turn. Sit down.
I don't believe.
Come on, Thaddeus.
Sit
down.
I
You
don't.
are being
Excuse me,
precious.
Miss Clark.
I grab
do-
her grab Thaddeus by the shoulders and push her to the chair.
Roll
Sit
strength.
down.
Thaddeus, we're not going to disappoint the ladies, are you?
Thaddeus, if you would like to resist her forcing you down into the chair, you're gonna have to roll contested strength checks.
Old man noises.
17.
17.
Let's see. My athletics is a. Ooh.
Damn.
I rolled a 17 on the die plus 3, which is 20.
You cannot put him in the chair. However, I am going to have to ask you to roll with advantage because Jenna will also start helping.
Oh, nice.
I
Are we
just
just
don't.
normal
This is
strength?
preposterous. I don't
Or,
need
like,
any.
what? Are we doing normal
Can I climb on his back?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
We're
You're getting him in this
back.
chair.
Okay.
I'm just holding on to your hair like a mane.
16.
What do you? Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
But I got help, so.
Okay. Yeah, no, you
Struggle
can
to
still
get him.
you can still resist. Like you're obviously stronger than everyone here, so
I imagine like this miniature scene of just a goblin on my hair tugging it, and like two people on each shoulder trying to push me down.
Exactly. And
And then
Milel is
looking
just
at
laughing to herself.
looking
How
at
tall is Thaddeus?
5'10",
Oh, damn.
I think. 5'11", 5'10".
5'11", yeah, 5'11".
Okay.
So
I'm
like she's
towering.
like
Yeah, so you're like above, just pushing him down.
I'm just like this is
I think we should
absolutely
manage to get him in the chair.
I can already see his fortune as clear as day.
God, here we go again.
everybody just like freezes and we all turn and look at her.
Yeah, me perch on top of his head like a cat.
You are about to inherit something great.
A child.
A child. No.
Inherit what? I
The law of
see. It's bullshit.
A magnum
After
dog.
hearing this, you don't have to inherit that, but
Damn.
after like hearing this and like taking a beat, Thaddeus would kind of like
Look at that.
Clump.
He's a new respect.
just kind of like thump down on.
After hearing that, he just is like immediately sits down and
Tell me more.
he just sits down, like everybody's like putting their weight on him is just kind of
They
like,
just fall over.
I fall off. Yeah.
I fall on him.
I also see a great battle in front of you.
This is preposterous. Who would ever believe? Tell me more.
But not.
God.
Your battle
yeah.
is on the emotional scale.
He's hooked.
He's honest.
me,
He's
sir.
gullible.
How are things with your personal life?
What is a personal life?
My
I
God.
think that tells you all you need to know.
Well, I mean, I was the top of my class back in the barracks. I was.
This is not your personal life. This is your career, sir.
She means like having
She's
taken
talking
him
about
down
getting laid,
recently.
Thaddeus.
Is Thaddeus a virgin?
Status?
You'll never know.
I'll take that as a yes.
I asked
Okay.
him, are you a virgin?
What does the? He is beat red. He just.
So say yes.
Milel holds her hand up. I don't want to hear
I
that.
can't say anything.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
kind of-
Milel is here. Milel, leave, honey. Go away.
No, she does
We're
not.
bothering him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just keep-
Never.
Sir, your struggle, your battle, is within your heart.
That's all.
Thaddeus would look and glance over at the princess for a moment, and look at.
And also at Jennah, who pretty much you have adopted since her father's death.
Right, and so looking at those two, I'd be. Well, obviously, not all of your fortunes are true because everything is fine, and I have plenty of personal lives to spare.
Lives.
Today,
Plural.
not including being around the princess.
That is the best life to be personally accountable for.
I mean, we just tried some very conspicuous funnel cake, so personal life.
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm still holding this thing.
Okay, wait. Hold up.
Been
If he
holding
throws that,
everything.
I want to try and catch it.
Okay.
In my mouth.
Roll athletics.
Damn it, athletics. I got a nat 1.
You don't. It hits you in the face. He throws it directly at your face.
I just kind of am like,
He's
Just eating it off your face.
it's good cake.
It's good. It just doesn't.
I paid for that
Just
shit.
laughing
Just
and
like
shaking my head. while watching
Cartoons,
everything.
like cartoon dog tongue it. You just like.
Exactly.
She's a goblin. She probably could.
Yeah, honestly.
What a nice tongue you have.
And it is at this time that all the clowns are now jumping around, screaming outside, telling everyone that the show is about to begin. Milel and Jennah rush off. Excited.
Oh, God.
The battle is within your heart, sir.
Well, then I'll make sure to take my medicine. Good day.
I'll smite my heart.
Probably from that.
I look
damn
at the
phone.
fortune teller.
Okay.
He just interprets it as
Run
congestive
out.
heart failure. I really gotta watch my diet. Gotta cut back on the cholesterol.
And he just storms out of the tent,
No.
looking for the two girls.
Damn. You guys all go. You are actually the last ones in the tent.
Damn.
And the only seats remaining are all side by side. Perfect amount for all of you.
I sit next to Leona.
You sit next down to who?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jennah, Milel, Thaddeus, obviously, Leona, and Lacey.
I would. I feel like Thaddeus. Are these like movable chairs, or are they like a long
can be.
benches? Well, so he would probably like see a patron behind them, and he'd be like, "Excuse me," and he would go behind, like he would go to the next one behind them, so that he can get like an overview of everyone.
So you're switching places with someone?
No, he's taking the guys, like the two people. who are,
Oh,
like,
you're
next to-
scooting the chairs. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
And he goes,
Down
"Grab
move.
this book."
Ah.
Okay.
I pop over, like I scoot my chair closer to Milel.
As you're all sitting there waiting for the show to begin, there is some casual workers going, "Popcorn! Get your popcorn here!"
Thaddeus is mumbling to himself, like, "The troubles of the wars of the heart are preposterous. I couldn't believe." No, thank you. Watching my cholesterol.
Milel and Jennah both do take large popcorns.
I steal some of theirs.
They absolutely allow it.
Seeing them take the popcorn, he goes, "Wait. And he takes one piece of each of them and just goes,
It's mediocre.
I already
It's not
have
the
my
best.
mouth full of it. So,
Alright.
like,
"It is safe."
Thaddeus, you didn't have to do that because you
eating
know that I'll
anything.
put anything in my mouth that comes across my path. And then she winks.
Jennah looks up. That's what she said.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
no,
you
she made
don't
that joke on
mind,
purpose.
I look at
Obviously.
look at Lacey, like if you don't mind, winks back.
Miss Clark,
What?
obviously that is what she said. She is the one who has just said it in front of you. Are you
Milel,
still
Milel
drunk?
looks at you. Thaddeus, sometimes.
I smack Leona's
Are you a
arm.
virgin?
This is why he's great.
My lady, that is completely inappropriate for one of the royal stature to be talking about it, especially
Oh,
in front
shut
of
up.
I pipe in. Everybody fucks, well, except you, but
Everyone fucks, except Thaddeus, is what Jennah says.
He gives like the father's like thonk on the back of the head.
Oh, and now
She's
adding
laughing to
child
herself.
abuse to the list. Truly a man of many wonders. I'm sorry, I just love dunking on Thaddeus so much.
That's the bit, is we do that. All right. So, as everyone starts, calming down, the air Could you all roll me an insight check?
Shit.
Insight. Ooh. We're looking at a 11 total from Thaddeus.
11.
16.
But
Wait.
My passive is 14. I'm not sure if I
I
can
got
go lower than my
21.
passive.
I only got a 12.
Can you go lower than your passive?
Technically, no, but
Okay. Well, if no, we can play it that way. I'm totally fine doing that. What did you get?
21.
21. What did you get, Lindsay?
12.
The air doesn't feel right.
I take my jacket and hat off, thinking I'm hot.
Maybe it was just the funnel cakes, but
I didn't try any.
something bad feels like it's about to happen.
I get alert, like I get on alert, and I tell everybody
And with that,
I feel something.
After a few displays of humor from the clowns, Milel and Jennah are having the time of their lives, getting everyone ready. The dwarven ringmaster comes out, and everyone starts clapping and cheering. Did you have something to say?
I think I think the group I don't know if they'll realize, but I am not happy. I'm worried.
I don't think Thaddeus would know because he's too focused on the other two. However, I will say,
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I thought.
I will say that maybe Lacey can tell because she's right next to you
Tell what?
that she's not happy.
I'm
She's a
gonna
little
poke
on edge.
Leona then. Is everything alright? I
Something's
whisper to
coming.
her.
Something is coming. Just like that one guy in the back.
I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
What?
No one is coming.
That immediately goes into dad rage mode and beats the shit out of him. How dare you?
How dare you
That
come at a time like this?
Thaddeus is currently
With a
his
royal in
hand-
your presence.
So he has a great sword and a short sword, right? So he has his hand kind of like
He has writing
passively on the
sizes.
hilt of the short sword, and he's just kind of sitting there, just looking around, just scanning the area. If anybody like coughs next to him, he just like kind of like pulls the sword out a little bit, and looks at him, and then just goes back to it.
Do you have the Rona?
What is that? Sometimes. Well, luckily for Thaddeus, he's immune.
The Delta Strand?
I love to
always
smoke that one in
vaccinated.
particular.
Okay, so as you guys are, having this conversation with each other, everyone starts clapping and cheering for the ringmaster.
Young lads and lasses, we have quite the show for you all tonight.
And as he's saying this, the drums kind of do the little suspenseful drum roll. So strap in, relax, and get your popcorn and enjoy the... Pardon me, friends, I seem to have something in my throat. And then it was at this moment the crowd gasped a little as he tries to pull his collar a bit before collapsing over, spilling blood from his mouth. The
Word.
music stops playing. The music stops playing.
Thaddeus would see this, and
Everyone is in shock.
that. So, oops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can continue now.
Thaddeus sees this and just goes. He would look at the princess and be like,
Oh no, they've stopped. They're like, oh, shit.
Thaddeus jumps into action. He runs over to the person.
Before you even have the chance,
I feel like my character is like. Here
comes
we go.
out from the back where the ringmaster came. A humanoid comes out, standing at 6'2". Okay.
Lacey's trying to get smaller. She's probably trying to go towards the ground. She already has her hat and jacket off, and she's trying to go into stealth mode.
Why is everyone so damned tall?
I'm waiting.
I find that personally insulting.
I'm waiting for the music to take in. There we go.
Oh, that makes sense.
The figure has pale blue skin, pure white hair and eyes and a well-built physique. He has two demon-like gods. One appears to be fused to his right arm. On the left, he also has a large shoulder guard with belts around his chest attached to that piece of armor. He has a scar over his right eye, which seems to be a deep red. He wears a brown hood and a very torn and tattered blood-red cape. And he is sporting the most evil grin you could think of.
Insert Will Smith. That's hot.
Shut up.
Lacey's trying to like sneak away if she can, but not like away, but like to the corner of the tent if possible, or edge.
You're kind of stuck in between a lot of people.
Damn. Thought because I was tiny I could crawl around.
Sorry to throw a wet towel on this show, but
I'm watching as I pull out my sword. Like,
it simply was too boring. He goes and grabs the ringmaster's hat and cane, pulling down his hood and replacing it with the hat. So I'm going to run the show now. And what a spectacle we have ready for you all. My name is Arosa, and I'm here to greet you all to the new world. He then lifts his arms, and out from the tent come several demons and devils, some large, some small, all evil. Raz is sporting the happiest, most devilish grin of all. The people start to scatter. Jennah looks pissed, and Milel looks really uneasy. Some of the people that try to run are swept away and flown off or killed. This place seems to be swarmed. That's right. Run. That's the fun part. Well, mortals, I'll leave you all to my army here while I go seek an audience with the king. He then quickly leaves to the tent to go to the castle.
Is there a chance that as I see him leave or begin to leave, I would compel him to duel? Like casting
There is
compel.
not a chance.
Oh.
Milel looks at you. Thaddeus, we have to stop him. Jennah, immediate. We have to get you to safety first. She looks at you. Thaddeus, I'll take care of Jennah. Or not Jennah. I'll take care of Milel. You need to stop that guy.
All right. I'm on it, and please. And he grabs the corners of both of their shoulders and goes, "Be careful. We'll be right behind you as soon as we can."
Of course.
Something to say.
And now is the time I need you all to roll initiative.
Let's go.
And then while you're at it, roll me a perception check.
Oh damn, I rolled a 21 for my initiative. Woo!
For initiative, is there a modifier for initiative? I forget.
It's usually, it'll tell you, like, so on your character sheet, it'll say initiative, and under it'll say plus something.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I don't see that though.
Thaddeus
Where is it
got
under?
so literally, if you scroll to the top of your sheet, I'm assuming you're using the D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
says,
there it is.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
I got an 18.
20.
Okay, what did everyone do for initiative first?
Oh, let me look.
21 for initiative. Surprisingly. I like going first.
I got 20.
You got 20.
For
Thaddeus,
initiative or perception?
did you get a 7 for
Initiative.
initiative?
I got a 7 for initiative, and I just exited it. I think a dirty. What did I get? No, I got an 18 for perception.
I only got a 10 for perception.
Can I go second?
Yeah, you're first. So hang on. See, Thaddeus is last. What did you get, Lindsay?
I got a 20.
Okay. So, as you all look around, you see a bunch of little demons around the ground. They look to just be giant mouths with legs and a few eyes. and they are eating and devouring a lot of people. There are also demons flying around, swiping people and or executing them then on the spot.
Nice.
Then, from the tent, comes out a large beast. Harambe.
Whoa.
It is an orange gorilla.
Quick, get your dicks out!
It's the only way to satisfy the beast.
I'm the only one here that can qualify this.
We're relying on you, Thaddeus.
Thaddeus,
I'm not doing it.
the emotional battle. Here it is.
You're up first, mate. Taps on the shoulder.
Listen to your heart, Thaddeus.
My heart.
Keels over.
Daddy topples over and dies.
Didn't take my medicine.
Oh, we killed Thomas. He's gone.
Evergreen, what do you do first as this large fiend is rushing around, pummeling people?
Shit.
Honestly, just decimating things. What do you do first? It does
Who's
seem
going
to
first?
look at your group. Haley.
Take your time, but hurry up.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Goddamn. Okay, I guess I go and attack it.
What do you want to do?
What's this?
It's a sword that has like that blade that kind of curves out.
Oh, cool.
That's a
cool.
scimitar.
Gotcha. I attack it. Oh,
Yeah,
now I
yeah,
know.
it's what Thomas is doing. That's the scimitar. Is his arm.
Looks like a curved penis.
Curved penis. That's a scimitar.
Yeah,
Whip it out.
Checks out, bro. No, I walk towards it nonchalantly. Just be like,
You walk towards it nonchalantly.
like I'm just in my brain. I'm like, oh shit, this is like, all right,
Fuck.
fuck.
Like, but I got people watching. Gotta play it cool.
I have to roll a hit, right?
Yes. Roll to hit the beast.
Oh wow, I got a 26.
A 26 to hit? Yeah, that hits.
I'm gonna get 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
bonus action. I use my shilling. You know what it is. Anyways,
You rage?
no. It's my shot.
Did you shoot?
No, this one. Cantrip.
Oh, your
Bonus action.
magic weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of damage does that do?
Let me look at it. Right. I did 13 damage.
What?
13.
What kind of damage? Just
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning? Okay.
Yeah. And then I got 12 for the other one.
Okay. It does take a bit of a beating from just this one attack. We now switch over to Lindsay's character, Lacey.
Yes. So I definitely want to try. See, I'm not very used to using rogues, so bear with me.
I'm used to
But basically, my goal is to climb back to where I was, up at the top.
Okay. You will have to roll me an acrobatics at disadvantage because
Okay.
there are a lot of demons flying around.
Okay, so how much of a disadvantage?
You just roll twice and take the lowest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, fun fact: if you want to do this really easily, if you're going to do your acrobatics or any kind of check, if you hold the left control button and then click on the number, you'll see like your symbol turns into a minus symbol. That'll automatically roll you for disadvantage.
Oh, well, I rolled 22 with my lowest.
With disadvantage, you rolled a 22. What was
So
your
my
highest?
acrobatics.
Exactly.
So my highest was a 20, 25, I think.
Oh yeah, because your acrobatics is like 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can get up
Acrobatics
there.
are usually pretty high.
You can get
All
up there.
right. Do I still have anything else to do, or am I finished with my turn?
No, that was just your movement. So what do you want
Okay.
to do next?
I get out my crossbow.
Oh, she's gonna shoot it.
Now I don't remember how much damage crossbow does. I'm trying.
Do you
I
not
should
have the app?
say,
I didn't set it up right. I'm an idiot.
I can check for you. I have a rogue.
I mean, I'm on my phone, so I'm looking. It's 1d8, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it
and
is.
then plus your, I think plus your dex mod or something.
Right on, perfect. I'm
Damn,
gonna aim at my
Nick.
boy Harambe and put him out of his misery.
No, not
Let's go.
again.
It's happening again.
Harambe. Yeah, he picks up a baby and you shoot him.
Basically. So I'm gonna roll, and then I'm gonna add my dexterity. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong dice. That's the wrong dice. Where's my D8? D8. There. 10 total.
10 total? Mm-hmm. For the hit?
Yes.
Okay, so the arrow hits him, but it does
Mm-hmm.
not penetrate his skin.
Okay.
Wait, you said that you rolled a d8 to figure
Yeah,
out?
right?
No, so you have to roll to hit him first.
Oh, I
then
forgot to
that's
roll to
your
hit him.
damage.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
if she hits him, that's 10 damage.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot that part. So I rolled a d20 by accident first, and I got a 14. Do I have a mod for that or no?
It's your dex mod. Everything you do with your
Yeah.
ranged
You should
weapons.
just be able to click on the attack.
Okay, well, I don't have it set up right, so I'm doing it the
Okay.
old-fashioned way. I got a 19 to hit,
19 definitely hits. So,
Okay.
you do 5 damage?
10
Or
damage.
10 damage, sorry, my bad. I'm looking at the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Sorry.
guys are gonna kill this thing before I even get the chance to hit you. That's okay. So Harambe,
I came prepared.
Harambe fucking gets shot.
Damn.
You know what? Because he doesn't see you, roll for a sneak attack as well.
Shit, how do I do that?
I think sneak attack damage, that
3d6.
should be on your sheet.
3d6,
It's,
I think.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
3d6.
Because
Okay, let me
at
get
level
the
5,
now.
I think you get 3.
Sounds right.
I got 9.
Okay, so what did you get? What do we got?
9.
For the sneak attack damage?
Yes. She.
Alright, so you sneak attack him, and already this man is looking kind of beat up.
We're beating that pussy.
Okay.
Beat that bitch.
So that okay.
Beat her
Okay.
into submission.
Now it is the demon's turn.
Ah.
Let me roll a d4 to see who I'm gonna attack. Okay. Thaddeus. This
Shit.
creature looks right at you.
Oh damn.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Quick, pull your dick out!
Quick!
I know.
I
that.
will not!
Well, in that case,
Be appeased, Harambe.
this beast is going to use its reckless feature. And it is going to lunge at you.
Well, why is it coming after me?
Does a 21 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Good news is you'll have advantage on your next turn.
What is your AC, by the way? Sorry, quick cut.
16.
16 is you? That's a paladin? God damn.
Yeah,
I'm at 18.
I found out I misspoke before. I don't have a shield because I turned it for a greatsword.
Ooh. Makes sense. Well, 21, and he's going to hit you with a multi-attack.
Oh, good. Great.
So first, he's gonna hit you with a goddamn fist. He jumps at you and punches you, dealing. That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And then he's going to bite you for...
Isn't the multi-attack like you roll to hit each of those? Or is it just a one hit? And
I think it's just a one hit. Actually, no, I'll roll for both of them. Why not?
I could be wrong. I just want to be sure.
Well, that is a 25 to hit you. So they're going to hit regardless because the reckless ability gives him advantage on his attacks.
You're right. Absolutely.
So it hits regardless. That is 14 piercing damage. As he punches you in the fucking face and then bites down on your shoulder.
Thaddeus screams in pain as the bite enters his shoulder.
Okay. And now we run to Thaddeus. But all of you now have advantage to attack him until his next turn.
Is exactly what Thaddeus plans to do. Seeing this, seeing the two, well, I guess technically one because one of them's up there. He just sees this thing happen and all these people are rushing around and getting scattered.
Oh, it is still a panic. People are panicking everywhere. They're getting swarmed. They're getting picked up. They're getting slaughtered. Some just bitten in half and torn apart. Blood is spewed everywhere. It's not a pretty sight.
My God! Thaddeus is going to. I'm gonna guess that like the gorilla's bitten into like his like left shoulder blade.
Yes, and it is a huge mouth. Like this is a large fiend. Okay, like it probably cover like from here, probably about to like here. It's a huge mouth. It hurts.
Damn. Okay, so Thaddeus takes.
Might just be big enough to handle your dick if it was out, but
Unfortunately, he didn't whip it out.
Nope.
I can't hear you over all my pain.
Sorry, that was me
Sitting there and
talking.
he's got the jaws just clamped onto him. And he's like, ah, and he struggles to whip out his greatsword, and he's just gonna try to stab it in the neck twice.
Okay,
He's going to use Great Weapon Master.
roll
So it's
to hit
the-
with advantage.
So whatever this is, -5.
-5.
Yes, because of the Great Weapon Master feat, I get a -5 to hit, but if I do still hit, I get a +10 to the damage.
Ooh. That none of those hit.
Okay, because we
you're
are...
the pain is too much for you to handle. You're flailing wildly with your arms, and you just can't seem to hit it. Maybe you are hitting him, but his skin is just too thick.
trying to get my my bearings, and I've had the training for this. This is not my first fight. I will strike true, and he goes for his second attack
Okay.
with Great Weapon Master. Oh my God, a pair of 17s. That's 23 to hit.
You go in for your
18 to hit.
second hit, and you absolutely demolish this man's skin.
So that's going to be 8 damage plus 10, so 18 to it.
This guy looks horrible. It looks like it's on its last legs already.
Let me see. Do I have any
You
bonus
guys
actions?
saw this hulking menace come in, and you did not waste time.
For a bonus action, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. What does that do?
It just a shimmering field just kind of appears around me, and I get a +2 to my AC for
So you're up
10
to 18?
minutes, but it's concentration. Yes. So
Okay.
as of right now, my AC is 18.
Okay. Cool. That takes us back to the start of the round for Evergreen. Leona. What do you do? You're going to charge at him?
Well,
Are you gonna rage?
I don't think that'd be a good idea. He's almost dead.
Nah, I won't rage. He looks like on his last legs. Like a simple good hit will do the job, and that is a good hit, a 24 with advantage. But the 24 already hit, so it doesn't
I
matter.
didn't.
Ah, fish for the crit.
Do it for the crit. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Roll again.
Always take advantage.
9+7.
9 plus 7.
Because
How?
I didn't put the crit on there for some reason.
Well, no, I said like you can roll again to attack to see if you get a natural 20,
Oh, cool. No.
which you don't. Okay, so you did 9 damage. You said
And yeah,
9. How do you want to kill the beast?
it's a scimitar. I haven't ever handled it. Like, so can I?
It's a sword.
Slice.
It's a slice. Yeah, it's a slicer. You
Slice
want to
and dice,
decapitate
baby.
the beast? That is badass. Could you please describe how you decapitate this beast?
I might
Please
do
be
one.
careful, it's in my shoulder.
Okay, you don't need to. You don't need to. I'll just allow it.
Like, I run up his arm, and
Run
then
up
I do
the
like
arm.
a big jump, and like basically remember Alice in Wonderland dragon scene.
Okay, so Thaddeus, as you are able to deal massive damage to this beast, you see your new friend, the war hero, run up this creature's arm and jump up to decapitate the beast while its jaws are still hinged onto your shoulder. As she does this, the beast falls lifeless, and you have a souvenir on your shoulder.
Thaddeus will take his greatsword and plunge it into the dirt for a second and just unlodge the jaws. Just toss the head to the ground and go, "Thank you, Lady Evergreen."
You're welcome.
No problem.
Right.
Not like I did anything or anything.
Where the hell is that coming from?
I guess you could
Look
say
out.
that's pretty unhinged.
Damn, that was good.
Making
That
a
one
jump
was a
in the
good
midst
one.
of battle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, most of the people here
Okay.
are either being taken or eaten. Or
So
just
what?
killed.
What's still alive, demon wise, and who?
Everything
if I were
that
to-
is still alive is occupied.
Cool.
Thaddeus,
So-
you do recognize that Roz did say he was going to the king next.
Right. We have to do something. We can't let these people die. I'm
Well, I
going
mean, I'm
to-
still next in.
Oh, sorry.
No, I phased out too. Are we still in combat?
No, the thing's dead.
Oh, well.
If you guys want to start combat with another entity,
I turned to Thaddeus. There's no point. We can't save everybody, and right now we need to save the king.
I have a perfect
You gotta learn
vantage
how to
point
take
up here.
some
I can pick them
losses.
off.
there is I mean, yes, there are swarms of abyssal chickens, like swarming Gregory, the clown that you pushed onto his ass. He is gone. He is devoured by the chickens.
Wait, they're all chickens? It's all chickens?
No, there's like a swarm of like 20 abyssal chickens. There's a few of those, mouths on legs that are devouring people. There's really big demons that are just snapping people in half like a glow stick. They're majority of the people are gone by now.
Okay, so it's a lost cause.
Pretty
is
much
what you said.
is what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Yes,
that's why I
If you
just
They're all
said.
happy.
that is
I was like-
also what Evergreen just said. Yes.
Right,
Like,
right,
we just
right,
gotta
right.
take
How
the
do I
losses.
climb down?
You
Alright.
I'll just allow that you need to climb down.
Okay.
So I'd be like,
For rogues, climbing doesn't take much movement, so.
the princess. We have to go. Now. And he'll start, kind of making his way, grasping onto his shoulder. And makes his
Is there a
up
way
the
we
thing.
can fix with that wound? You're gonna be kind of useless like that.
I'll be fine.
heal him.
Let's go.
No, you're not.
You do have a healing word, don't you?
Yeah.
I have plenty of healing spells. I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you to blow your slots.
Okay. Well, if you... Yeah, you guys start rushing out and running over to the castle, a grand castle. The throne room being like that main central point of there. Demons are swarming everywhere. Buildings are starting to catch fire. This kingdom is coming to the ground.
There. We're almost at the castle.
I hate to say this about your kingdom, Thaddeus, but he might not be alive.
I don't think he's particularly concerned about that right now. I think he has other priorities.
He's just wandering through. Well, not wandering, but he's doing like a brisk jump as we're like approaching the castle grounds. I'd say he's going to tap into his lay on hands pool, and he's going to give himself some. He's going to give himself 15 HP.
15 HP. Okay. You rush into these gates, grand gates, okay? Almost Gothic style, but, slightly... Maybe actually not Gothic, Victorian. That's what I meant. Victorian style, Gothic, not Gothic. I don't know why I keep saying that, but they're grand gates. You enter them, there's this grand hallway, arches everywhere, torches, magical lights, and at the center is Roz. Hate to cut you off here, but unfortunately that is all the time that we have for today. Had to split this up into 2 parts. I do hope you enjoyed this first half of session 0. If you do, definitely make sure to stay tuned to next week, because I am going to upload the second half next week. So keep in mind, keep your eye on it, and we will see you all next week. And without further ado, roll the credits.